Hi everyone, it's Mary Ellen from Heartwood Farm here. I just wanted to talk quick today about the vegetables that we're going to have at market on Saturday, and then also 2 easy things that you could do with carrots if you're in a rush and you want to make a healthy dish. So first of all, for Saturday, we have mostly root crops now. We unfortunately lost in the big storm the top of our high tunnel. So we're down to our storage crops, which is fine because they're really sweet and we have a lot of them. So we have a couple different types of onions. As you can tell, they were really happy this summer and got nice and big. We have a couple different types of beets. We have your regular beets, and then we also have golden beets, which when you cut them are this awesome gold color and they don't bleed. They're a little bit sweeter than regular beets and a little less beety, so I actually like them a lot better. We have a couple different types of potatoes, including we've got some nice golden potatoes, we have some white potatoes, some red potatoes, and then we have these cool fingerling potatoes, which are beautiful pink inside. We like to slice them into rounds like this and just roast them. Same thing with the beets. We slice them into halves or rounds, toss them with some olive oil and roast them. And the last 2 things we have are, we have a bunch of beautiful, sweet, mild cabbage. So we'll have a lot of these at the market, and a lot of awesome sweet carrots. So today I'm going to show you 2 quick things that we do with carrots. Pretty much every week of the year we'll do some of these with our carrots just because they're easy, they're fast, they don't require a lot of ingredients, and they don't require much prep. So as you can see, I have peeled the carrots. Like this time of the year, they're usually better peeled. So I did do a little prep. I cut off the ends. I might have eaten a bunch of them. And then for the cabbage, these are mostly 5-pound cabbages. So we usually cut them into thirds to use, just it's a lot easier to only use a bit. The stuff that we don't use, we're gonna wrap in a plastic bag, put in the cooler or the fridge, and we'll be able to have it for snacks or make salads, the next few weeks. So we'll hold fine as a half or a quarter. So I'm gonna use a grater. You can also use a food processor, and I'm just gonna go through. I'm gonna grate up my carrots, I'm gonna slice up my cabbage, and then I'm gonna mix it all, and I'll come back here when that's done. So I'm back. As you can see, I grated up the carrots, and I chopped up probably just under a quarter of the head of cabbage. And so I have got the slaw, it's marinating. So I put in about a half a cup either of dressing. Sometimes if I'm feeling like more motivated, I'll make a dressing. I often use like a goddess dressing, and just topped it with a bit of sesame seeds. And I'm gonna spend the next half an hour whenever I walk by it just stirring it up to get it a little bit more mixed with the dressing. This is really great for lunches for like the next couple of days. It keeps marinating and it tastes better and better. So we'll sometimes make like a giant container of this early in the week and then just take out a bit each day for lunch. So this was just under a quarter cabbage and 2 giant carrots. So it goes pretty far. Like you can definitely make a lot with a bunch of carrots. The other way we did, I actually just went ahead and chopped up our carrots. So I just chopped them in half and made spears of them. As you can see, I didn't do a very fancy job like I probably should have, but I do pretty big spears, but I don't want them to be too thick so that they can cook pretty well. And then I toss them with about a quarter cup of olive oil and then a different like spice mix on it. So sometimes I'll do a lot of rosemary and thyme I really like with the carrots. I've been using a spice mix from a farm by my parents in Michigan that has lavender in it too, which is really nice. And so we'll just toss it with like a teaspoon to a tablespoon of the spices, depending upon how spicy you want it, and toss it in at 385 like this. And again, it takes like 45 to 55 minutes depending on how you want it done, but there's nothing you have to do once you've reached this stage. So these are just 2 easy ideas of things you can make with carrots. Again, this is Mary Ellen from Heartwood Farm, and hopefully we will see you on Saturday. Thanks. Clean the dishes well, come on. Clean the dishes well. You're like skeptical.
You're not supposed to do that.